energy of the defense and how we came out. And there's some good plays throughout the first half. You know, I think third down percentage we were pretty good. In the second half, it got a little sloppy. We came out in the second half right away, had a good 3 and out. But then you saw some inconsistent play that we need to clean up, especially with these guys that are going to have the opportunity for this weekend or on Thursday. You know, we got to clean those things up to ensure that we play better, you know, in this game against San Francisco.
Gus, are you concerned at all with the depth, with the way some of those 2s and 3s play?
Yeah, you know, our 2s have been playing pretty good in the first 2 preseason games. Because of some guys not playing, some of those 2s moved up with the 1s, and then it kind of went from there. But still, you know, regardless who's playing, we should, you know, there's guys that have made a lot of plays out here in that second half. It just wasn't up to our standard.
Coach Lynn said how happy he was with the way the run defense played early on in that game. How do you see that develop over the course of the time?
It's been good. You know, we see some different runs. You know, obviously going against our offense, the style of runs they have versus some of the teams that we're seeing. So I think we've got a good mix of runs. But it's still, you know, I think it's better. We did miss quite a few tackles this game. I think the first preseason game there was like 2, and you know we like to keep it definitely in that single-digit number. So there was some sloppiness in the second half, some missed tackles that showed up, and I think because of it we got into some 2nd and 2s, you know, and then we're giving that team an opportunity to, you know, they're not in a run-pass conflict anymore. So, but you know, I think the first group did a pretty good job versus the run. I think we're understanding our fits. Derwin got a chance to play some in there. I mean, he's still, you know, figuring it out, some of the different things he's seeing, but he's definitely, you know, making progress.
What was your assessment of how Derwin and Jaleel played together?
Yeah, I mean, this is really the first game that we did it, you know, wanted to see how they would operate. We feel extremely confident with Jaleel at strong safety. This kind of gave us an opportunity to see him at free and to give, you know, Derwin more reps at strong, more game-like situations. So I think the more that they play together, you know, there's a, you know, we'll see how that continues to grow. We're still in the process of looking at where and who and going through that, but I think that's our discussions this week.
Does it allow you more multiple, the fact that both of them can drop back there and play free, that maybe you can be more different?
Yeah, I think so. It does in certain situations, without a doubt.
Is there any concern? You have a few guys who haven't played much, if at all, this preseason. They're probably not going to play this week going into the opener. Any concern? I mean,
Well, you want guys to play. You know, we'd like to have them all play and come out of it healthy and get that game experience. But, you know, it's one of those things, unfortunately, because of some of the injuries. I think we look at it and go, yeah, we wish they could have played, but it's fortunate that they're not out for extended periods of time. You know, so we'll take that positive, I guess. But, yeah, you'd like to see them play and get their opportunities, even if it's 15, 20 reps.
Guess you're moving Derwin around a lot. How is he handling all of that?
He's doing good. You're right. We are. We're trying to see how he handles different situations. But I think the big thing what we're looking at now is somehow, all right, let's start making decisions and build continuity, because it is important who you're playing next to, and you know how can you trust them and how they're going to relate to different things in the game than you are. So, you know, I think that's right now our mindset is to say, all right, let's go back, look at tape, and kind of discuss all the different situation scenarios of putting this thing together, and then start building some continuity in these practices that we have.
And you want to talk about the race and maturity with Derwin?
Yeah, you know what? I would have no issue with Derwin James playing. I think there is going to be there's going to be a learning curve. I think he's going to go out there and he'll make a mistake here and there, but he'll also make some splash plays, just like the play in the game. You know, you saw him make a great play, and then there's a play where you go, okay, let's teach you on, you know, this fit. There might be some coaching on the sideline if that takes place in some plays, but I mean, he has gradually gotten better, and you can see his confidence grow in the system. If he makes a mistake now he knows. You know, he'll come over and go, that was on me. You know, where I couldn't say that a couple weeks ago.
Do you feel like he's going to start week 1? Or
You know, that's what we're looking at. That's what we're looking at right now. Can't show our hand too much right here.
Coach, in addition to Derwin, you saw Kazir get a lot of run early on Saturday night. Similar to how much has gone on his plate, how's he adjusted to this play?
Now, he's another one. We moved him around quite a bit, too. He's played the Mike and the Will. He played the Mike and dime, the Will and nickel. And, you know, so I thought he played good, not great in the game. That's kind of coming out of the game. And then you looked at him, and he kind of did what he was supposed to do. And but no really splash plays. He had a good open field tackle. Here we don't take that for granted. He's making some plays like that. So I just think with him, he's getting it, he's understanding it, and it's that length and size that he provides for us and that speed.
Are you hopeful to get Justin Jones on the field this week?
We'd like to. I have not talked to the trainers to see where he is at today. I know that every week, he did some individual last week, so I guess we'll wait to see what they tell me after today.
Is depth a concern there because you're not going to
For this game?
in general because he's hurt and then Corey's
Right. I think we've got our fingers crossed that, I don't know what's going to take place this game, but we have our fingers crossed for the first game that we should be okay.
We see the talent that everyone has on the field, and he seems very confident in talking with you as a coach. What kind of player is he? What kind of kid is he?
I got high energy. I see him as a natural leader. I think that as he gains confidence in what he's doing, it'll even be more. But he's already talking. When you come off the field, he's talking to the guys. Hey, that's not good enough. This is good enough. This is what we're looking to do. That's a great job by the D-line. Very animated. He's got a lot of energy. But I think that personality would show more once he gains even more confidence in the system.
So he's not acting like a rookie?
No. I think sometimes on tape you see some things that he's young, but his overall maturity, no.
It sounds like he's a leader.
I think he is a natural leader. I think he's finding his place, but at times he can't help himself. That's who he is. He leads, and he's I love his personality now. He's got a great spirit about him.
Just how does that energy help you deep in that guy like that?
You know what? I think it's if it's true, if it's real confidence. I think you want an extremely confident unit that goes out into the field. So that energy breeds confidence, I think, if it's real. We all know guys that talk out there and don't do much or don't play, as well as they should. That doesn't do anything. I think it's a combination of you're making plays and, like Keenan Allen had a great block in a run play, and, everybody was excited for it. They know Keenan, what he's all about, and then to go do that brings tremendous energy to a team. So I think, Derwin has that presence too because he is so big and he's physical. So when he has a hit, people know how explosive he is. And I think that, raises the energy level.
For the guys that are on the roster bubble, what are the things that they can do in this last preseason game that will nudge them one way or the other?
Well, I think the big thing is for them is that they keep this game from being a distraction. If they go out there and they're like, boy, I'm on the bubble, this is my chance, what happens if I don't do well, what happens if I do well, how many guys are behind me, if they do that, they generally don't play very well. So if they can just go out there and really play how they practice and go about it that way, we've had many guys this last game make the team, but we've also had guys because of this game not make it. And generally the ones that don't make it, that are on the bubble, they're really distracted. So that was our message to our guys is, hey, I know there's a lot of things going on with this game. It's another game. It's a great opportunity for you. Now your mindset going into it's got to be clear. What do you need to accomplish? And in many of them, if they would just play up to their capabilities, they'll be in good shape, the ones that are on the bubble.
How much do the vets help the rookies and the young guys at this point, knowing that they're not going to play in the game, helping them along?
Right. Well, I think that's why, not only vets, but even coaching staff, like a guy like Eric Henderson on our staff. He played, he was on the bubble, and he can relate to him. And so, anybody that can relate to him kind of like, okay, here's what I did, and this is what I did wrong. So the veterans are great. Really, they've been awesome this whole preseason. But we'll even need them more in this game. Okay? All right, thank you.